In Newark, New Jersey, on February 6, 1756, Aaron Burr was born to Reverend Aaron Burr and Esther Edwards Burr. Not much is said about Aaron Burr's childhood, but we do know that in 1772 he graduated from Princeton. At that time, it was called New Jersey College. He originally planned to major in theology, but he ended up pursuing law instead. In 1775, Aaron Burr served in the Continental Army under George Washington. He was one of the many volunteers that helped the U.S. Army during the American Revolution. In 1777, Aaron Burr went to Valley Forge with George Washington's army. They suffered greatly and lots of soldiers became sick or they died there. In June of 1778, he was known as Colonel Burr and he led his regiment in a battle that took place in Monmouth. How did you feel when you were at the Continental Army in Valley Forge?
It was very horrible, and I could say it was one of the most worst experiences of my life. I saw all the soldiers dying and suffering when they shouldn't be suffering.
As stated before, Aaron Burr tried to pursue law as an occupation. In 1783, he moved to New York and he settled there. He worked with Alexander Hamilton in a law firm. In 1789, a New York governor named George Clinton saw how successful Burr was and appointed him as Attorney General. In 1791, Burr was elected as senator and he served one term, but after that he was not re-elected. Yet he stayed in New York politics.
I, Thomas Jefferson, promise to make this nation great if you vote for me.
Aaron Burr will be the best president this nation ever has or will have.
After this long election and a tie of 73 electoral votes for each person, the House of Representatives have cast their 36th vote. And this year's president is Thomas Jefferson!
Woo! Thank you so much.
How did you feel when you lost the presidency to Thomas Jefferson?
I could say I felt very mad, and it wasn't a very nice experience. A couple of the reasons is because Alexander Hamilton totally tried to prevent me from becoming president. Many people, many political leaders just disagreed with me. I don't think that's very fair, and I would have been a better president than anyone, or especially Thomas Jefferson.
Well, that's good. Congratulations, Mr. Jefferson. You are now our president. Are you glad that you beat out Aaron Burr?
Yes, I don't think Aaron Burr has enough leadership to be the next president. He's not he's so inexperienced and doesn't have the qualities to become the next future president of America.
So what are your future plans?
I want to make this nation great and make everybody happy and make the America a better place to live in.
So in a few hours, you are going to be in a duel with Aaron Burr. How do you feel about that?
I don't think we need to have the duel at all. I think we can just settle this, and I don't really want anybody to get killed, so yeah.
Hey, what's going on over there?
It looks like Aaron Burr and Alexander Hamilton are fighting.
Do you know why they're fighting?
Well, I heard that Hamilton tried to prevent Burr from becoming president.
Yeah, they have been rivals for a long time.
Ugh, men, so violent.
Rivalry of ours.
This fight isn't necessary, bro. We can end this like gentlemen.
We've been fighting too long. Let's end it now. Unless you're afraid, of course.
Of course not.
Then let us do it. I'll shoot when you're free.
Alexander Hamilton, and how did that go?
You see, that guy is just stupid because, it was his last chance. He could have survived and killed me, but he missed. He says it's purposely, but just because he doesn't want to make himself look bad. And, also, I feel very glad because he's actually over and we won't have any more political fights.
So, Mr. Burr, do you feel that you were wrongly accused for being treasonous against our country?
Yeah, because I didn't do it. It's not right. And me treasonous? I don't think so. It's just not my type.
But, I heard that you were planning a secret plot against our country.
I didn't do that. Because I was just going on an expedition, and it's one of my dreams to accomplish. It's just not treason. I don't know why the political leaders are so against me. It's not my fault. It's your fault.
I'm sure you're guilty.
Order in the court. Now the trial will begin. Aaron Burr, will you please raise your hand? Do you promise to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
I do, Your Honor.
Good. Now tell us your story.
There's nothing really to talk about because I'm not guilty and I'll never betray my country.
Liar! You were never innocent!
Please, audience, stay quiet. Order in the court. Now, Thomas Jefferson, will you please raise your hand?
Thank you, Your Honor. Ladies and gentlemen, what I'm about to show you is the evidence of Aaron Burr's treason and the secret plot to take over America. Please take a look at Exhibit A, Your Honor.
And what might this be?
Your Honor, this is the direct evidence of proof of Aaron Burr's treason. These are the letters that he sent in 1807. Inside they say, Burr's first step to world domination will be to take over New Orleans, which will give him a good chance of taking over Mexico.
Objection, Your Honor.
Don't you have a lawyer?
I don't, so I'm speaking on behalf of myself.
And what might your argument be?
I was just accomplishing a simple project I was doing.
And what is your excuse about the letters?
There's no record about me writing those letters. For all I know, he could have forged it himself.
Your Honor, I'll never do such a thing.
Order in the court. I have reached my decision about this trial. You, Jefferson, have a very good point and good evidence about the letters, but that may not be enough to prove Aaron Burr guilty. Therefore, the evidence you have cannot stand by itself. Therefore, I announce Aaron Burr not guilty. So at your court trial, you were proclaimed not guilty. How do you feel about that?
I feel that it's right because I'm glad that someone took my side for once. And I shouldn't have been even in that trial case.
After Burr's trial, he wandered around Europe looking for countries to take over. He returned to America in 1812, broke and unhealthy. He pursued law again and was somewhat successful. He spent the rest of his life in America until he died on September 14, 1836.
Seas had rise when I gave the word. Now in the